Oh, welcome to Grandpa Sees the Blinking. We're going to be trading live here. I've got uh, three main indicators for buying and selling here. And right now we have a buy signal in all three of them. We have a new low of 162.01. And like I say, right now we have a buy signal. Uh, it's we we have a buy signal in Hull, which is the blue line coming down and the white line going up are the Hull. Okay. Um, we do not have a buy signal yet with the arrows. I expect one to come here shortly. But we do have a buy signal in the Japanese Heikin-Ashi candles. We have a buy signal in that. We have a buy signal in the Hull. And where the arrow is, we should have an arrow coming here, but I've yet to see it. But anyway, you have a buy signal. It could be just a bull flag. I mean, Tesla just crashed 162. Pretty crazy. Right now it's 164.45, so it's jumped up about $2.45.50. Tesla earnings came out and they did not meet expectations, and so I'm expecting it to run in this week. Well, until it crashed like $20 overnight, I was expecting to have it run between 160 and 180 this week. However, now I'm thinking more like, maybe 155, 175. So she just opened up. She's going straight up right now. But be careful with this thing because she could. We got a buy signal with the arrows. We have a buy signal with the Japanese candles, and we have a buy signal with the Hull. So you have three buy signals currently, and but she's a rough one. I'm going to run this thing till about 11:30. And my voice isn't too good today. I was up all night with most of the night with problems with Thinkorswim and getting things organized, trying to get it fine tuned, and hopefully by tomorrow, getting these arrows fine tuned is a toughie. But it's doable. We'll get her done. She's flying straight up. If you and of course I didn't get my share. I was just trying to get one. Grandma didn't get hers either. Uh, she was within a penny, but I'm not worried about it because uh, we later on here today, I'll or sometime here, I'll show you after it comes down here in an hour or whatever. I'll show you that we have substance at 152, and you're going to see that number in your future. You're going to see 203. You're going to see 252 and 284. All in your future. Just don't know when. Might be today as fast as this thing's going up. But she just really be careful if you're buying this thing. We don't have a sell signal yet of any kind. But if we get two sell signals out of my three, Now, the other thing I have going is my blinking, which I monitor um, continually, about 8-10 hours a day. And uh, for as far down as they drove it, you know, they were buying at the 131 area, and they still are, and they're buying in the 138 area, and she's still going up. No reason to get out if you're long right now and you got a position. She's golden, going up, up, 165.40, 165.60. So money making opportunity right now. Uh, Grandma's gonna be mad at me. I put her buying a penny too low. Let's see. So 101, we have substance at 101. You're going to see that in your future. And the reason we do is the market makers have been down there over 15 times buying in the 101.07 range. And so you will see that number in your future. I think you're going to see it this year yet in 2024. Okay, we have a sell signal in Tesla here in the 2 minute chart. I'm on the 2 minute chart, and we have a sell signal with the candles, and it could be just a bear flag. I don't know. We only have one sell signal, but Hull looks like it's turning. I, if I had shares going up right here, I'd be out of them right now. Get whatever little profit you can get and get out of Dodge. It's going to be a long day in Tesla. She's going to go down and give Grandma her fill at 162. She's dropping fast. She's down to 164. Wow, this thing is just crazy today. So, truthfully, we don't have a clean sell signal. This might just be a bear flag with these candles. So we really don't even have a clean sell signal yet. But it sure looks like it. When it drops $1 almost instantly, you'd think it would do something. But so far, so good. Okay, Zacks has a strong sell signal in Tesla, a number 5 strongest sell signal that they can give. And you can see down here that 162.01 is the low of the day. We've yet to get a clean sell signal. I was thinking we had one with the candles. It's a bear flag sell signal. Is if this one was engulfed into the previous one, it would be, but it's not. Okay, Hull is turning. Hull's going to probably give us a sell signal here in a second. If that Hull turns dark blue, if this line turns dark blue, I think it was just the bear flag. We're continuing up. I apologize for anybody that got out. Get back in. Right now, we do not have a sell signal in the 2 minute chart. We don't have a sell signal in any chart right now. Well, okay, on my other screen on the 2 minute, I do have a Hull I've got that one more fine-tuned than this one. And we do have a sell signal on my other computer in the 2-minute chart. So we do have a sell, but that's the hull. And um, she ain't looking good. It's almost like I think we're going to probably run sideways here. It's what it's looking like. And we have a sell signal in both now. In the with this arrow, get out of Dodge, because this thing could go to 152 the way they're operating. We'll no, we have a buy signal on this candle. She's just going up and down. It's pre-market, and until they figure out which direction they're going to go, we're going to get a lot of this. The worst thing you can have is sideways movement like what we have right here. We have about a $3 range just going back and forth. But look at this drop. And not only that, it dropped. Well, it was, what was it yesterday? 174, 175 area. And we went down to 162. But, let's see. Oh, she's trying 165. We we got conflicting signals here. It's sideways. It's just literally impossible to. We don't have a clean sell signal with the candles or a clean buy signal. I'm not in this game right now because I don't want nothing to do with it until it mellows out. We're starting to get a green candle. Looks like she's going to make an attempt to go up again. We're up at 165.05. Sometimes it's better just to wait and do nothing. I will say that, the nice thing about the three indicators plus what I like about my blinking as the fourth indicator is about once a week, once every 2 weeks, short term, short term trading, not long out. I get some signals that are really strong where you can pick up $5, $7, $8 on a good trade when I get the right conditions. And I monitor $175 approximately below the actual price point and above $175 above the actual price point where the market makers are buying and selling. And it gives you a real edge. But these arrows here are fantastic. And I have them set up differently on a couple computers here. So, but they're pretty close. And let's see, what do we got? We got 162.20 up there, and we got 16. What the world? I'm sorry, 166.25 up there. and 163.42. So about $2.75. She's going back and forth here. Um, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so it's easier for you to see on your phone. I don't think I better make it that big though. About there, I think, is pretty good. We have long wicks on the candles on the top side and the bottom side, so it's not really no indication yet. When it went up, it pushed it right back. When it went down, it pushed it right up. That's what I'm seeing since the open. Uh, Currently, we still have a sell in the hull. It's still blue. However, we have a buy with the arrow, and we absolutely don't have a buy signal with the candles. It's just absolutely moving sideways. You can see how is the blue line is dark blue line is turning straight sideways here. Uh, you don't want to get stuck in this garbage. In my opinion, it's almost impossible to trade it till we know where we're going. I would think we're going to probably go up, uh, based on how far down we've come, and we have come up. We've come up $3.40 from the low this pre-market here. I wish Grandma would have got her fill at 162, 162.01, and Grandma didn't get her fill. I put mine. I was just gonna buy one share just to have one in the game for the fun of it, and I put it at 161.75 or something like that. What? Yeah, 161.75. But I don't care. Okay, let's see. What can I tell you about? So Tesla's earnings came out. We got the arrows, the hull, and the candles, and it gives you the confidence to buy or sell. You get two or three of these good signals, but not in a sideways market, completely sideways. Now we do have a buy signal with this arrow here, and we currently have a buy signal with the hull. So I would say you got two of the three, and we're getting green candles. So I would say you better get on the bus and go long right now if anybody cares or is listening. You want to get in the game now. you know, as soon as I see signals for selling now, I'll let you know. But I mean, truthfully, we're still running in that. We're still in that same $3 range. I wouldn't surprise me if it just turns and comes right back. So be ready. If you're long, either hang on or be ready to get out, one or the other. No good reason to get out yet, though. 167. She's going up. Get in. We got nothing but buy signals all the way around. Grandpa's really been under the weather. Hey, I got some good news. BYD, that's the Chinese electric vehicle maker. They outsold Tesla in the last quarter of 2023 for the first time ever that Tesla was beat out. However, in Tesla outsold BYD by over 30% in China in the first quarter of 2024. They smoked them. A matter of fact, it's probably closer to 40% they smoked them by. And so we might be getting a bear flag here, possible. It's too early to tell yet. Don't. Let's see, how old is that candle? Not old enough. It's only 30 seconds old. On these Japanese candles, on a 2-minute chart like we're on, at the 1.5 minute mark, then you'll know if it's going to be green or red. Until then, you just don't even know what color that candle's going to be right here. So anyway, Tesla smoked BYD. They just smoked them and outsold them. And now the other thing is, I know in the U.S. here, sales, they didn't sell as many as anticipated. And I don't know the exact number because I was working on my computer and missed half of it. But what I do know is that Tesla's been raising prices in the U.S. on their vehicles. They cut in China, and they're raising them over here. But what that will do is increase their margins. So even though they sold whatever they sold, less 5 or 10,000 cars probably than what they anticipated. I'm just estimating. I don't know the exact numbers, but regardless, we might be getting. We have an indecision candle here. If the next candle is red, which we don't know yet, let's see what time is it. This candle's only 20 seconds old, so we got another minute to wait. In 1 minute, we'll know if this candle's going to be green or red. Looks like it's going to probably be green. She's still going up, so you're still good to go here. You're going up. You got 3 buy signals currently. I'm trying to figure out where they're shorting up above. They're shorting up in the 176.75 area. I'll give you a play-by-play on that and get nothing else to do while we're waiting. You got to have a lot of patience to play this game, by the way. If you want to make money, you absolutely can. I don't believe you can lose money with these 3 indicators that I got. The Japanese candles with the reverse engulfing strategy that I use in the 2-minute, and then the hull, okay? The problem I see is, if you have a margin account, you can go in and out as many times as you want if you got 25,000 in a margin account. But if you're a cash account, this bear flag, you say you bought, and then you get this bear flag, and you get the hull telling you to sell. That's on sideways movement. That's what you don't want to get into. Your real buy signal is right over where Hull's switched again, and but you had the arrow. The arrow stuck it out right through this blue line, okay? And that's why these arrows are important, okay? Very important. To keep you in the game. It keeps you in the game so you don't sell on the dumb bear flag. These 3 candles are a bear flag. And this thing is going up, and there's no reason to sell it yet. We'll get a down arrow. We should get engulfing candles that I'll point out to you when we get a sell signal. And Hull should turn blue. So if you got all 3 signals, you better sell in a heartbeat. You know, sometimes you got to sell on 2 signals, but at least you got 2 or 3 signals. And right now you got 3 signals saying buy, buy, buy. Still buy, buy, buy. So anyway, China BYD, and they're the only other electric car company in the world besides Tesla that's making money. Okay, we got it rocking and rolling here, guys. Let me see the time. That candle's only 15 seconds old. It looks like it might be red, but it's too early to tell. We're gonna probably just move sideways here a little bit. Don't panic. If you're playing this game and you're long, and whatever you do, don't short it yet. Either way, if you're a margin accountant can short, don't short this bus. Give it a chance. Because that 2-minute candle is now 57 seconds. It's almost a minute. It looks like it's going to be red. Okay, the Hull has already given you a sell signal. But you want more than 1 signal in this game. You want at least 2 of the 3. And we got another 5 seconds. Yeah, you got 2 sell signals out of 3. So it's up to you. Did I mention don't take anything Grandpa says as financial advice? And if you would, like, share, and subscribe. You never want to forget to like Grandpa and subscribe and all that kind of stuff. I plan on doing this every day from, I was going to start at 9, but I was on the phone with TD Ameritrade till 8:45, and by the time I got everything set up, it was just 9:30. I got in here just before the open by a few minutes. So, but I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning working on it. It's just the way it goes. Let's see. What do we got going here? And periodically, I'm just going to lay this mic down and let you look at it. You guys, if you're watching my deal, I'll go through the drill one more time here. White line on the Hull moving average. To put a Hull moving average, if you don't know, you go to studies, click on studies, you go down to, I'll just show you. You go to add a study, slide it over, go down to moving averages, slide it over, and go up to Hull. And when you get up to Hull, you click on it, and then you go over here to this little hourglass thingy bopper, and it'll be set on a 20. You're going to want to set it to like, well, I have one of my computers set on 7, and I have the other one set on 10. This one is set on 10. The smaller the number, the quicker it will give you your blue line or your white line. And I have, like I say, I have 2 of them. So, and right now, you've got 3 cell signals right now. You got the arrow, you got the hull, and we have a dirty cell signal in the candles. It's not a clean one. And that indicates to me that it very likely will only be a bear flag. If it was a clean, where this one was engulfed into that one, the body of this one engulfed into the body of that one, then it would be a clean cell signal. It's not. And usually when it's like this, it ends up being just a bear flag. So, I'm anticipating whatever down here and turn around and go right back up. So that's just my opinion. I'm not. I'm gonna check something here. Well, they're shorting at 175.17, 175.20. They're just doing. Oh, now they started shorting at 178.30 also. They're buying down at 155, 156 area. And they're doing about 3,000 shares a minute on both of them. We're absolutely running sideways. We got some shorting going on at 178.5. Not that much. 177.80. Most of it's at 175 right now. Shorting, and 155 buying. Like I say, they're doing about 3,000 shares a minute in both of them, and we're just absolutely just running sideways, up down in a tight range. It's almost impossible to there we got a cell signal. Well, it disappeared. Did you see that? There, we got it back. We have a cell signal. How old's that candle? Another 10, 15 seconds, we'll see what we got. It looks like we're going to have indecision. We're absolutely it's a battle. They're fighting it out big time. They are just absolutely having fun. Hang on a second. Hey, Joni, any chance you let Murphy in? He's barking. Grandma's going to let Murphy in. He's out there barking at the neighbors. Well, the other day he was barking. We got robins now that came back for springtime. Murphy's out there barking at one poor little robin out in the front yard, and he's out there just jumping up and down and barking at that robin like it was a bear or something. If it was a bear, Murphy would have ran in the house, believe me. But that robin didn't even pay no attention to him, and I don't blame her. Okay, so we're going up here. we still have a buy signal in every category, even though we're virtually moving sideways. 166.15, 166.10. She's just you can look across here and across here. We're going nowhere but sideways. It's but we do have a buy signal, but that might last about 2 minutes. The way this thing is going, because won't be long. We'll get another bear flag. We've got 2 bear flags so far today. This is a tough day to trade. I can tell you that right now. And you can lose a lot of money going in and out. The only way that you lose money with these 3 indicators that I have is in exactly what you're looking at right now, moving sideways. There is nothing worse than moving sideways. A lot of times what I'll do if I get bored of it, because sometimes it'll go for hours. Once it's into the day here, it's 10 o'clock, we're half hour in. And I'll put a sell up at the top of the wicks, and if I get it, I sell a few. I don't do it nothing big, and then I'll put a buy in down here $3 below it, and if it gets down to 164, I buy some. And I just buy and sell back and forth. But you got to have a margin account to do that, And I would venture to say that probably 85-90% of traders only have a cash account. They don't have a margin account yet, and they don't really need one. You can make money with a cash account too. And I had a really good day yesterday. I'm not going to tell you what all happened because I'm not supposed to brag about stuff like that. Okay, 166.35 and rising. She's trying, but like I say, we're still just absolutely moving sideways. We're moving sideways with 2 really good buy signals and 1 mediocre buy signal. We don't have a buy signal in the candles, even with the green candles. That's a fact. Now, if one of these candles here was red, this one or that one, then we could say that we had a clean buy signal with the Japanese Heiken ashy candles. And I don't know if you know how to put Heiken ashy candles on, but you might want to try that sometime. Let's see. I think it's this gear right here where my mouse is. You click that gear, and then you go over and right here where it says appearance, and you click appearance, and you see Heiken Ashy written right there, and then make your candles the color you want them and all this and that, and save it, apply and save, okay, and you got Heiken Ashy candles. They Japanese. What's different about these candles than the regular candles and why I like them is because it works really good with my reverse engulfing method I use. And that that is probably the best signals you could ever get, in Grandpa's opinion. Um, but these candles take the previous several candles in consideration to this to the candle that's being made. Okay, and so that's how they work. Uh, and what that does is it smooths it out so that you have uh, not so many bear flags. Put it that way. If we go to a higher time frame, and I will, let's look at the 30-minute. Now, these arrows are set up for a 2-minute chart. Okay, my arrows are set up for a 2-minute chart, so they're not going to be nowhere perfect. I'm on a 30-minute chart, and according to this 30-minute chart, we have nothing but a sell signal. We got a white arrow saying sell, the hull says sell, and the candles are a sell. We have a clean sell signal. We have we had a clean sell signal back up here yesterday right after the close, and it's never changed. All this is a bull flag. It did not negate the candle selling deal at all. So in the 30-minute, you have nothing but a sell signal in all the categories, even with the arrows, even though I got it set up. Here's the hourly, and we have the same scenario going. It's nothing but sell in all the categories. So be real careful going along here. If you get up around that 167 area, I might think about getting out of this. Just the way this thing is looking. We'll look at the 4-hour, but I'm almost positive it's nothing but a sell signal. The hull is sell. The candles are a strong sell. Oh, here is something I want to indicate to you. This is the 4-hour. What time did this thing start forming? Well, anyway, what I want to point out is the wick on this thing. We got pushed up from 162 to what the world number is that? 168. She pushed her back up real strong in the 4-hour. That goes all the way back into this morning. So you that could be a little bit of a sign of strength. We could turn here. It's a little early to tell. I mean, she's just nasty most times. Don't panic when you look at this. This is the daily chart. And I venture to say we're going to probably have a red candle today in the daily chart. We don't have a clean sell signal in this daily. We have a dirty sell signal. But this dirty sell signal could take us to 152 or 129 or 101. Let's look at the monthly quick, and I'll get you back on your chart here shortly. You're good to go. I'm watching on my other computer the 2-minute, so we won't let it run away on you. You're just getting a bear flag anyway. Okay, the dominant trend is down for over 2 years. Over 2 years, the trend is down. We got an arrow in the monthly saying it's down. You're going down. The hull says we're going down. And we have a dirty sell signal. Well, no, wait a second. In the monthly, we have a clean sell signal. We got every indicator in the world going down. Here's 101.07 down here. You're going to see that number in your future. Here's 152. That's where Grandma's going to buy some shares probably this week yet. And the only reason we would do that is in anticipation of a bounce. Try to get $5, $7, $8, maybe $10 and get out of Dodge and then wait for, because why? The dominant trend is down for over 2 years. And it's never broken this line yet. And it don't look like it's going to break it anytime soon. This one here is a year old, and we're going to go right through it on our way to 152. The only way that we can achieve having the dominant trend again is we need a buy signal in the monthly, which is this one. We need a buy signal in the weekly, which is this one, and we don't got one. And we need a buy signal in the daily. Now, a month or so back, or a couple months probably, we had all three of them for a while. Maybe it was 2 months ago. Time goes so fast for Grandpa. Here's the daily. So everything is a sell signal. The trend is down. The dominant trend. I'm talking about the dominant trend. The dominant trend is down in a big way. And let's see. We'll put her back on the 2 minute. We got indecision. She's just basically still moving pretty much sideways. We got up to the 167. Remember, I mentioned if I was going to do something, I might short 167 area. And if I was going to do something else, I might buy in the 164 area. If it would ever go there. Right now, we have a buy signal again in the arrow, with the arrow. Now that's a good indication. And we have hull turned white. The candles are still sideways, but you have two indicators. Man, that hull is just absolutely flatlining. And this arrow can disappear on you. How far are we into this candle? Oh, 1 minute. Looks like she's going to be green. She's giving you the signals to buy. But, what are you going to do? Go up to 167 and sell it? The problem you got, when you move sideways, by the time you buy and get a signal to sell, you're lucky if you break even. You might make a quarter, 50 cents, even if you have a margin account. And if you have a cash account, what are you allowed? 3 trades a week or something like that? You waste all your trades. You want to get some movement if we're going to play the game here. Looks to me like she's going to head up to 170 area. Let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to see Yeah, they're shorting in the 176.75 area pretty good. 176.50, 176.75, and it pulls it towards those shorts. Then market makers want them. They want to get up there and fill it, but I don't believe we're going to see 176 today. Anything is possible at Tesla. I mean, uh, in the, back when it used to be 900 and something dollars a share, I can remember very often it would move $50 in a day from the range, from low to high. Grandpa needs coffee. Murphy's all happy. So yeah, we've got some good indicators here. And on a day when it's not all crazy, uh, well, I guess if you got in the 162 area, you got three bear flags here, and let's go back to that 30 minutes. Okay, so look at your three bear flags. That's the red ones. Okay, let's go to the 30-minute and see if some of those aren't gone. Ugh, they're gone all right. She's in the 30-minute. This candle isn't old enough to. Let's see. We got another 10, 11 minutes left. This candle's only 19 and a half minutes old right here. And so it's going to be red. But what you want here, and I'll tell you what you're looking for in the 30-minute, we'll check it later just for the fun of it. We want the body of this candle to be engulfed into the body of that candle. And then we want the next candle to either be engulfed into this first one, or we want a green candle. And once we get a green candle in the 30-minute, you're off to the races. Because the bigger the time frame, the further to move. But this is just sad right now. I'm telling you what, you are just moving completely sideways. Here's your 167. Remember, Grandpa would like to short a few shares there, buy a few down here. I'd be I'd be tempted to buy at 165 or 164.75 area. I'd be real tempted to buy a few there and take and make $3 or whatever. And if but that's the problem. She's whenever it decides to snap and break one way or the other, it's gonna do it like a rubber band, and that's what it does. And we're absolutely moving completely sideways, and until she snaps, there's little money to be made unless you're just scalping back and forth $1 to be safe, because you don't want to get hung up in it if she takes off. We still have buy signal. Uh, we we got a little arrow there on this bear flag. But you wouldn't have gone with that anyway because you got uh, the hull was still, well, the hull had gone red too, but it switched right here, and you got a buy signal. So we're in a buy signal. With, well, actually we have a buy signal in the candles now too. If this candle is green, because these two are engulfed into this one, and the green one would be engulfed into it. If this candle ends up being green, which we don't know yet, we'd have a buy signal. But in the candles, let's see, yeah, it looks like it's going to be red. But if the next candle is green, then you have a buy signal in the candles. But right now we don't. We don't have nothing. No good news at all. So that's just the way it is. Okay. Well, I'm going to take about a 5-minute break. I'll leave it on here. So if you're trading and you want to look at this, and periodically I'll show you different stuff that I've got on here that so you can get it on your own computer. Setting these arrows up is a real joy. A matter of fact, we have a cell signal now in the hull. The hull is giving us a cell signal. We have a bear flag in the candles, obviously. But keep in mind, she's just moving sideways, okay? Be patient. Now we have an arrow saying it's a sell. She might run back down to 162. Be real careful here. If you're long, you got 2.5 out of 3 saying sell currently, but it's been doing that with these bear flags, you know. And truthfully, we've gone nowhere. We've been actually inching up a little bit. If you look at here, then you look here, then you look here, then you look here. But we're not getting past 167 right here. We're just going nowhere fast. Okay, so to put the arrows on, you go to studies and you click on studies. Okay. We got a green candle in, well, it ain't, we don't know if it's going to be green or not yet. It's too early. Okay, so you click on studies to put the arrows on. And then you go to add a study, slide it over, and you go down to crossovers, where it says crossovers. Got that? And then you slide her over and you go down to moving average crossover, and you click on that. And then you get out of this stuff and you go over here to this little doohickey thing, and then you'll see moving average crossover close. I have it set at 5 and 10 exponential exponential and above. And then I have the exact same thing again. Uh, and so I got it in there twice, and then I have the hull set on 10. And on my other computer, I have it set up just slightly different uh, than this one. And but that'll, if anybody's interested in putting arrows on, that would give them somewhat of a start. And you could always call me, and I'll finish up out, when I'm not live on the air. I sure wish this cough would go away. Okay, so we have a cell signal with the arrow. We have a cell signal in the hull, and we have a dirty cell signal with the candles. But it's not nothing I'd brag about. If one of these candles was, if this candle here was green, and then the red ones, then we'd have or even this candle, if this one's not doesn't get engulfed. But anyway, we're right back. We're right back to making another bear flag. I hope she's a battle. She is a battle. Somebody's fighting it out here. It's going to be fun to see who wins this battle. I'll tell you that much. Because you got a battle going right now. It's a war. Yesterday, the price fell on higher volume. It was 4 million shares more were bought and sold, but on lower prices, which causes a little bit of divergence. But that divergence would be to the upside, not the downside anyway. And but we don't have enough divergence to do much right now. Matter of fact, I do believe that I think they call it the MACD or whatever, does have a buy signal. But that's until what I like to do is watch when we get some big divergence. Not 4 million shares in Tesla ain't nothing. When they get 30, 40 million extra or 50 million extra, 30 to 50 or 20 day after day after day, 20, 20, 30 type of deal, then you can expect it to change direction. It's a warning of a reversal. It's what it is. But right now, we'd need a lot. On lower prices, we need some terrific volume to get this bus turned around. Right now they're trashing Tesla all day long here on whatever channel you watch, and it hardly matters because I've never seen such a my first day of doing a live stream for you guys and gals or whoever's watching, if anybody, and it is absolutely I wouldn't buy this right now or sell it. I wouldn't sell it and I wouldn't buy it. It's just insane. We you know typically you'd want to buy the 162, 163 and run with it, anticipating the 169, 170 area and pick up some money, and it'll probably do that. But it the war ain't over, and I have no idea what way she's gonna go. Absolutely, with every indicator I got, I wouldn't buy this stock or sell it right now, and not anymore. Not until this straightens out a little bit, because she is just nasty. She's But you like I say, if you want to play the game and go up and down $1.50 back and forth, if you got a margin account, you can do great. But when she turns on you, you better get out of Dodge, because she can make a candle down to here in about 2 seconds, uh, or vice versa. Yeah, I think, what the heck? I seen a $15 candle in 2 minutes at one point in Tesla. I I'm trying to think, and I believe it was pre-market at 4 in the morning. Them, I don't know if they're Chinese or who's trading at 4 in the morning Eastern time, but it ain't me. I can tell you that. Well, I can't. I if you have Mumu or what's that other one? Uh, like Weeble or Mumu, then you can trade at 4 a.m. if you have that. But TD Ameritrade, you can only trade 13 hours a day. If you got the other one, you can trade 17 hours a day. Yeah, Weeble or Mumu trading platform. I'm TD. I like Thinkorswim. They've got charting that's unmatched as far as I'm concerned. And, the problem with all these charts and stuff is they're lagging indicators. That's why I like my blinking, because it's instant. But other than getting my substance and knowing where it's going further out, I mean, think about this. When they were down buying at 101.07, when they bought the most of it down there, they've been down there over 15 times in the last, oh, 2 3 months, whatever now. And I'd have to look at my notes to tell you exact, but we we got cell signal here. She might be coming right to the bottom. I, this is the strongest one we've had yet. We got the arrow, we got the hull going down with that bright blue line, and our candles are obviously going down. They're red. So, anyway, so you got 101, right? When they were there, down there buying it 101, the price was at in the 197 to 203 range that day, $100 away, and I've seen multiple times in the last year where they've done it $150 away from the price point in either direction. So Now, uh, my what I see is not what most people consider level 2 or level 3. We're not supposed to be able to see level 3. But see, I'm not doing, if I knew what I was doing, I could change my stuff on my YouTube channel because I had typed in, that I can see clearly level 2 and level 3. But what I'm talking about isn't the actual level. I have a different way of seeing what I see. It's what I see when most of them look at level 2 or level 3, they're looking at shares that they anticipate somebody may sell. In the, they're hoping to make a sale or whatever. What I see, they're actually doing it. But once they do it, then and this is my opinion, they have to go there and activate it. And I will tell you this: in a year of doing this now, with blinking and the substance and telling people where it's going to go, it's gone to every single one. I've called out multiple times, up or down, for months that it's going somewhere, and it does. And to the top side and to the bottom side more than once. I called out 183 most recently 2 times, and it did both of them. And the reason I care is because we got a nice bounce off of 183 twice. One of them was really good. So, and then I had substance at 173. We got a nice bounce off that. And then 162 area, we got a couple bounces off 162. That's my most recent one, and we don't have substance at 162 anymore. We have substance at 152, and it's going to go there. I don't know if it'll go there this week. I don't know. It might go there today. I just don't know. All I know is it's going to go there. So if you're short and out of position and you can hang on, just hang on. But the problem we got is it's also going to go to 203. We have substance. And we have other substances. We have 252, 284. You're going to see all those numbers. And you're going to see 101. I'm leaning towards 152 first. I've been saying that for 3 weeks. That I think and that's only my opinion, okay? 4 weeks ago, I thought we were going to see 203 first and then go down to 152. But for the last 3 weeks, I've been singing. Trading is reactive. Doing predictions it's almost insane because you got to react to what you see now. And right now, what we see is nothing but sell, sell, sell. You see this in the 2-minute chart, we have a sell signal. I'm going to show you the 30-minute chart, and we'll see another sell signal. There it is, sell. The hull is a sell, the candles are sell, and we got an arrow up here saying sell. Sell, sell, sell. Let's look at the hourly. Hourly arrow says sell. Candles say sell. Hull says sell. Get out of Dodge. 4-hour chart. Let's look at it. Oh my goodness. Sell, sell, sell. She's looking weak. Truthfully, right now we're just moving sideways, okay? And there again, this wick on this 4-hour is probably our only ray of hope that we got. Uh, she wicked down all the way to 162. So, but she can come down and fill that in the last half of this day in a heartbeat. It might just do it. Right now, I have no idea. All I know is every signal we got is a sell signal. Every single one on the chart. It's crazy. The daily absolute sell signal. It's a dirty sell signal, though. I don't like dirty sell signals, but it is a sell signal. The weekly, while we're gooping around, Hull says sell. Everything indicates sell. Uh, the, we need a green candle for a week in order to turn this bus around. And it don't look like we're going to get it this week. This candle's only 2 days old. The only good thing about it is it's got a long wick on the bottom. The longer the wick on the bottom, the more chance you might get a bull flag. A bull flag can bring you up here, to the 200 range. And let's go back to the 2-minute. The monthly's a sell signal. We already know that. Okay, Hull is starting to turn. We have 2 indecision candles. Hull is starting to turn. This might be a buying opportunity right here. Right around the what are we at? 164.95. You might snag 164.75. I mentioned that earlier as a place that you might want to try to grab a share, or 165 area, 164.75, 165. It's not financial advice, I can tell you that. Would I do it? Possibly. But just because she's going down below it. She's down to 1. Good thing you didn't do that. 164.50. She's just going straight down now. Every indicator is down, down, down. 2-minute. I thought we might. She pushed it back. Oh, she's coming down. This is nasty. I think we're heading for 162 again. The way this looks. You might want to buy at 162 and see if we get a bounce again. Maybe we'll get a bounce back up to 165. Possible. That's how bad it looks. Okay, I'm going to go take a 5-minute break and go to the bathroom, and I'll come back and talk to you. You can see the candles. I hopefully you understand. If you get an up arrow, you most likely will have at least the hull with you. You don't want to buy this thing unless you got 2 indicators of the 3, at least. Hopefully all 3. But if you don't understand the engulfing candle thing yet, The candle, if it's green, should be a minute and a half old. So you know it's green. But if you get a white line in the hull and you get a a light blue arrow going up, that's what you want to watch for. And I'll be back in 5-10 minutes. Bye bye. Just I'll be back. I'm gonna run this thing till 11:30. So see you later. Wando Water Care. Can you talk to him? Hello? Yeah. Here, I'll let you talk to my wife. Hang on. Well, go ahead. What do you want to know? Do you want a salt delivery?
Sure, when?
When? Sure. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you.
That's all we call for. I messaged her back and said,
You're retarded. Okay, I'm back. We are live. We are live. Hey, I want to point out something to you. If we're getting a green candle, but we don't know if it's going to be green yet. Well, now it's red. It's too early to tell. We have a white line in the hall, but it's moving sideways. So now we move down to the 164 area, and we're probably going to move sideways there till it goes to 162. I don't know. But what I do want to point out to you is if we close below 160.50, $160.50, I think our previous low was 160.51. If we close below that number, expect 101 in your near future within a month or two, if not sooner. So just letting you know, that's the straw that breaks the camel's back. We broke it, what, 3 weeks ago or so? We went down to the 160.51, but we pulled back out of it right away the following trading day, and negated that sell signal. So every indication is that we're at least going to go there and test the 160 again, without a doubt in Grandpa's mind. And I could be wrong, but I'm not wrong, because we're going to 101 eventually, and 152. We have substance there. It always goes to where Grandpa has substance. Every single substance, and I've done a lot of them, comes. And so far, I'm batting 100% in a year, nonstop picking substance. And everyone gets there. Now, our substance up at $280 is well, it's getting close to 7 months old at this point. And but the market makers play the long game, and that supercomputer we're playing against, you gotta have patience. You gotta be confident in what you're doing, and that's what all these signals give us: the candles, the hull, and the arrows. And we don't see a buy arrow no more. Right now, we only have this sell arrow up here in the 2-minute chart. She's just nasty. Even hull has turned blue again. If you can see right here, I got it highlighted. It's turned blue again, and she is just nasty. So, truthfully, I'm almost scared to let Grandma buy her shares at 162, because we could be 152 tomorrow. You want out? Well, then bring me your phone and I'll redo it. I have to change it on her Apple phone. It's not easy for Grandpa because I'm not an Apple guy. I can tell, I just have a Droid phone and I'm not real good. And I trade my stocks on computer. Boy, she's coming down big time. We're 164.40. So she's dropping 164.40, 35, 25, 164.25. Yep, yep. She's on her way to 162. You, Grandma, you might as well leave it there. We'll pick up about $3-4 on it this week. Yeah, just leave it. You're. I got you in a. I'm not scared at 162 because even though we don't have substance there anymore, uh, what's nice about a place of substance is you're almost always, not always, but almost always get a good bounce off of substance. But psychologically, the 160 area, the 160, 162 area, um, people expect it to bounce. There's going to be a lot of buyers stepping in, I believe, in that area, just like they did this morning. And I'll zoom it out a little bit so you can see. Well, that's the wrong button. That's the wrong button too. Now I found the right button. Oh, okay. So here, this morning, 162.01 was the low, and she bounced right off of it. And I would expect it to do the same when it hits it the next time, at least to some degree. What did we get out of that one? We got $4.50 to right here. That's pretty good move. If you want $3-4, if I get 162, the first time I see a opportunity to get out up $2-3 or $4, Grandma will be selling shares. But first we got to get them. We missed it by a penny. I had her at 162 and it went to 162.01. And that's just the way it is. So, yeah, we want to buy the corners. You want to buy on the low end of the spectrum. That's where you really want to buy. It's crazy to buy up here at this point. Just absolutely. The 165 area is just it's too risky for me. I can tell you that. I could be wrong, but I'd rather be wrong and not be in than to be right and have it go down to. I don't want to be $3 out of position. Period. I'd rather wait. Tomorrow's another day. That's the beauty of trading. Every day is a new day. But yeah, you watch for that 160.51, and I'm not the only guy in the world saying that. There's some terrific analysts that are way better in charting than Grandpa, I believe, as far as drawing their lines and doing all their whatever they do. There's a number of them now. The guy from Brazil was screeching 101, $100. 3-4 weeks ago, and Grandpa's been talking about it for months. How long have I been talking about 101 now? 2.5, 3 months at least that I've put since. Well, I was talking about it long before I put substance there, and I think I've had substance there now for about 2 months. But I've been talking about it for over 3 months that because I seen it coming. Just, uh, I mean, during regular hours, they're $100 from the price point down there buying, and they have to go there and activate those buys. I don't know if that makes sense to you or not. And when they start buying down at 101, it pulls the price straight down so fast your eyes will water. And they do it a lot of times pre-market and aftermarket and during the regular day. Um, and so what I've gone to doing now in the recent past here, and I'm talking within the last 30 days, 3 weeks to 30 days, they were down at $69 buying. Not a lot, but they did it for a couple hours, uh, pre-market and aftermarket, and they also were at $80 buying and selling. And I know a few of these analysts, they're saying that we could see the 80, 90, 100 area, and but currently the lowest place of substance that I have that I can say is 101. You will see it. Matter of fact, it's 101.07. Right on the money. That's where almost 90% of the shares that were bought down below were done at the 101.07. So there's no substance at $80. There's no substance at $90, and there's no substance at $69. But by the time we get to 101, there might be, and if there is, I'll tell you. I'll tell you probably long before we get to 101, because then we'll know what she's going to do. But when this thing turns, it's going to be a fast trip down there, in my opinion. But the last time it was down there, let's look at that just for the fun of it. We have a sell signal. We have no buy signal, and I have my other computer going here, so I've got 2, 4, 6, 14 different screens I'm watching, so don't worry if I move one around. So let's look at well, let's just look at the monthly. It's easier. Okay, so here you got the dominant trend coming down. You got a sell signal on the monthly, and down here is your 101. But back here was the previous low, 101.81. Okay, and she went up, then she went sideways for 1, 2, 3, 4 months, and then 5 and 6 months were up to $300. She went up just shy of $200 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. She went up $200 straight up. And it's taken a little longer now to come back down, but we're 9 months into it coming down at this point. And but she could do one candle in a month here. It could be this one that would bring us all the way down. Look at the wick on this thing. You don't need to have the body of the candle down there to go there. All it has, It doesn't need to close below 101. It just needs to go through it. As long as it goes through 101.07, pre-market, aftermarket, or during the regular day. We're getting a green candle here, so I better get you back to your chart. Got a couple green candles. Um, it's not a clean candle buy. Only thing we have going right now is the hull. It looks like it's going to be a bull flag. Most of the time, if you don't have a clean buy signal or a clean sell signal with the candles, the Japanese candles, more often than not all the time though, but I'm saying 70-80% of the time, it ends up being just a bull flag or a bear flag, and which we've had a lot of today. More than I like to see, I can tell you that. I thought yesterday was bad, but yesterday was cleaner than today, I can tell you that. Okay, so currently they're buying down below at the 150, right at 155 still. And the 150, 170, 150, 180 range, they're buying a little bit. Predominantly right around 155 right now. But we're getting some green candles here. Oh, we got the arrow. Okay, now you might want to get on this bus. You've got green candles. It's not a buy in the green candles. It's a dirty buy. But you have the arrow and you have hull. So it's absolutely a buy signal right now. And you might get up to the 165, 167 area and make a few bucks. You know, if you want to make $3-4, it might keep right on going to 170 or 179 even. You just don't know. Tesla can do whatever it wants, and it does. It's whatever the market makers wanted to do. Probably the most dangerous time of day to trade is 11:30 to 12:30 area. That hour, it's just it's just nasty. It's a nasty time of day to trade. I can clue you in. So I I hope this is helpful. And so I think I went through how to put the hull on for you if you want to do that. I'm running the hull on 10 on this one, and I'm running it on 7 on my other computer, and oh, just for the fun of it, I'll change hull to 7. I clicked the wrong button. Okay, so we're on hull here. I'm gonna double click hull, and here's where you choose your colors up and down for hull. I like white up and dark blue down. And when you click on one of these, I'll show you a trick here. You probably know it. Well, I got the width on 3. Main reason is because I'm live streaming so that people can see the line. But you can do 3, 2, 1, or whatever you want. He's in the garage. Okay, and so if you click on here, on the color, so you have color choices here, but you see where it says more? If you click more, you got all the choices in the world. Like the brightest white is up here in this left corner, for instance. But you have all the colors. You got dark brown, you got red, every shade of red, every shade of green. And I want it to be something that you can see because I have green candles. And, but right here is where you, I have it whole set on 10 right now. And I'm going to make it 7, same as my other computer, and then we'll look how that looks. Got to click apply and OK. So not a huge change. But what it does is it changes to white a little about a candle sooner. The other before we did it, it didn't turn white until that green candle. So it does give you a little bit of an edge having it on 7. That's why I have one computer on one and one on the other. And now we're getting possibly a red candle, and she's turning blue. Of course, that dark blue it can get a little hard to see against the black, but yep, we got the arrow too, and we have a cell signal. If this candle's red, like I think it's going to be, we've got all 3 of them saying sell. More, and it's a clean cell signal in the candles. We haven't had hardly any of those today. 11, 16, 50. Yeah, it's going to be a red candle. We absolutely have all 3 indicators say sell right now. So if you're long, it might not be going up for a little bit. Lord knows when, probably at 162. That's what I'm hoping. So, yeah, it'll be fun to see what it does here. So far, we still have all 3 are cell signals. We got 30 minutes left of this candle, 30 seconds left of 25 seconds left of this candle. Grandpa's got to drink some coffee. Oh, I met Amy. I met, yep, I really like her. Hey, you tell her, Grandpa says she's the best. I'm serious. We got not the Culligan man, but same thing. They bring salt to your house, put it in your softener, and he's here visiting. And so he was telling us about his. I met his wife the other day at the Dollar General when I was in there. Really a nice gal. Got me a discount that I didn't even expect. A couple bucks or so, and it was almost about $4, I say, with her. Just she didn't. Most employees wouldn't even give me the discount. I had no idea. And $4, if you're trading, you need every penny you can get, and you need a lot of patience. But yeah. The beauty of the candles is it gives you the confidence. When you got 3 indicators telling you something, but the problem we got is this thing is just, she's looking sick. I mean, we got 3 indicators saying buy, and I I don't even dare buy it. Not here. 162 I'd buy. Uh, you don't want to get hung up in the middle of the trend. It just tomorrow's another day. If we don't get it. Now we get up here in the upper range here, then that up here is where you want to sell because you're anything up here, 167 at the very earliest would where I'd want to short it because I know I'm going to see 152, and that's a realistic number to get. But is 173 is not out of the realm of possibility. By no means. By the end of the week, we're probably going to see 173, 174 again, and up and down and up and down. I, uh, I expect to see 174, 175 range down to the 160 range this week. So $15 range, and you want to go short as high up as possible, and you want to buy as low as possible. Um, no, 162 might look good today, but I can clue you in. Uh, when after hours comes, I'm probably going to remove that. Well, I'm going to remove this one right now, and I'll remove Grandma's buys and wait and see what happens because this thing could gap down $10 again tomorrow, or it might gap up to 170. But I'll play the game when we get there. I got more time than money, and I like making money just because I don't like losing money. That I don't even know what I'd do with that money if I had a bunch. Maybe Grandma would buy me a Tesla or a couple of them. Grandma, she's so nice to me. So, okay, you got Grandma's visiting with the Culligan man, talking his ear off. He can't even carry the bags of salt in. Okay, so where are they shorting right now? And where are they? I'm trying to see where they're at. Oh, let me look. We got about, boy, be really careful here after 11:30. It's gonna probably break here pretty quick. Usually right around 11:30, we're gonna go one way or the other in a big way. She looks like she's taking off. We have all three signals saying bye right now. But if you're trading this garbage, be careful. They're shorting up at 178.50 area, and it's pulling us up. Where else are they shorting? They're shorting at 175.65, and it's pulling us up. On the bottom side, they're shorting at 155.77, 155.60. They're doing about 3,000 shares a minute on both sides, but they're doing more on the high side. They're shorting more, pulling it up. I know that sounds crazy, but they're shorting at 178 90 area now. They're raising it. They're raising it. They're walking it. 175.70. They're shorting, and they're shorting at 178.90. Just pulling it straight up. Long as they keep doing it, we'll keep going right on up. If they keep doing it, it'll go all the way to 174, 175. If they kept it up, it'd go all the way up there. But so remember, Grandpa said you might see 175. I just don't know when. But my blinking is telling me that we're on our way. We got every signal we got here is a buy signal. Plus my blinking is telling me we're bouncing here. But in a heartbeat, they can pause it. And if they pause that blinking on the top side, she'll reverse on you in a heartbeat. So be careful. It's all fun and Grandpa's got to adjust his deal here. Grandpa's got the hiccups. Yeah, we're back up to 165.60. I hope you're enjoying this. Maybe I'll trade more tomorrow. I want to buy at a intelligent place. 162 was an intelligent place today, or 162, 162 and a half area. Then you could make $3-4 at least. And but she's just absolutely moved just sideways all day. Really, the one little bit under 164 and topping out in the 166.75 area. That's a tight range. I'm telling you what, that's a tight. Hey, I wonder what the range is here today. It's got to be tight. It's just absolutely got to be tight. Let me look. So the high 167.20 and the low 163.43 according to this. But see, we hit that 160 after our pre-market. So during regular hours, and that's what counts, we don't even have a $4 move. And very rare that Tesla doesn't do $5 to $7 range in a day from high to low. And it looks like we're going to break up. So that would mean 168, 169. Or it would mean we're going to go back to 162. One or the other. Probably both. But it's 11:30, 2 minutes. And Grandpa's going to call it a day here. Well, I'm telling you, currently you have a buy signal and you got the arrow up, the candles are a buy, and the hull is a buy. But she looks like she's petering out, just possible. But she can make a big green candle in a minute here. So about a minute or so, Grandpa's going to call it a day. Now, I'm going to plan on being back tomorrow at 9 a.m. tomorrow. I just had so much trouble this morning with everything. Nothing I could do. So I didn't get on at 9, but I'll be here at 9 tomorrow, Lord willing. And hey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. and you can make some money with Grandpa. I'm telling you. The beauty, what's even better than making money? Not losing money. Uh, you're not going to win every trade, even with the all these indicators that Grandpa's got, and even with the blinking, you're not going to win every single trade. But uh, your losers are going to be tiny. They're going to be tiny and uh, nothing big, and you should win 8 out of 10 trades. Uh, and if you're two that you lose are break even or small loss, very small, in my opinion, you're good to go. You know, you like where she. I'll show you on my candles here when on the arrows. You can just go by the arrows. If you're trading that tight, you're buy and sell. You're lucky to make 50 cents. It's it's nasty. Uh, and you got 2 out of 3. But one of these is going to take off in one way or the other. Will it be today? Probably after hours. They'll run it like it's crazy. That's what they've been doing. Look what they did. They run this bus down in the basement. Look at this beautiful cell signal up here. And when this was transpiring early this morning, Grandpa was awake trying to get his stuff to work. I had TD Ameritrade support on yesterday, and I couldn't get their stuff off my computer. But we got it off this morning. But yeah, look at that beautiful cell signal. Here's what you want to do. You want to sell here with this arrow. Every indicator here was a sell and go short. And then you want to buy down here in the 162 area and make $3. It's tough to make money when you got a cash account on a day like today. She's coming back down already. This is. We have a sell signal now in 2 of the 3. When we get a white arrow coming down, if we do, we'll have all 3 saying sell now. But even if you jumped on this bus down here at 164.40, say you got in, if you were 164.50, probably realistically, you'd be real lucky to make a buck. Real lucky. In reality. So, yep, you can expect the unexpected, and Grandpa's expecting 162. Just for the fun of it, well, Grandma will buy a few shares there. I don't know if Grandpa will. I want to buy shares at 150 and 151 and 152. That's what Grandpa wants to do. Okay. Well, thanks for listening. All good things are from the Lord, and Lord willing, I'll see you at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, and we'll do this again. Bye-bye.